in Texas. All right, so a lot of news articles are going to play into all of this. So just I want you to watch this video first. I had to do a lot of cropping for this one. All right.
Leyva. That was the last name of my girlfriend when I was 18. The one that, was a real good girl, What was her last name. Leyva.
Employees of the United States or employees of Tarrant County.
So this is the scariest video I've ever done. Please save it, do edit, share it. The more people who know, the safer I am. So that call you just heard was with an investigator with the district attorney's office. She wasn't lying.
So like the first couple seconds of this video is a 911 call of this family trying to find out like people that were missing, and the 911 operator explained that they're not employed by the country, they're employed by like Tarrant County in Texas.
Tarrant County is not part of the United States government. Now, how is this possible?
Now, I looked up Tarrant County, and that's like a box that is like right, just basically boxes Fort Worth, Texas in. Fort Worth. Fort Worth, I believe, was the murder capital of the country not long ago. Um, and there's a lot of. I watched some videos throughout the years involving Fort Worth. They pop up or whatever. Um, and allegedly, the Crips in Fort Worth took credit for stopping the violence because they were basically behind all the violence. But another thing, um, that's where TD Jakes is. I went to TD Jakes' church one day when a year about 2 or 3 years ago. I pulled up in the parking lot. Church. I mean, it was late. I mean, I showed up late. I didn't really know what time. I was like, let me go check it out because I seen it. So they said, let me go check it out. It's Sunday, and it was late. Like they wouldn't let me in. The doors were locked. And they're like, we got a code red. We got a white boy out here. He looks poor. But yeah, so um, but yeah, Fort Worth, yeah. Uh, what she's saying sounds, my foster mom was real into TD Jakes, and she always watched the Texas Rangers, but she was from Chicago, which reminds me, there's definitely a connection between Dallas and Chicago, or Texas in general, and Chicago. I keep on seeing that. I mean, one of my buddies goes back and forth or whatever. I don't get into that, but I don't know, nothing. I'm saying, but I've been noticing it's a thing, Texas and Chicago. There's definitely a lot of connections there, and then of course Chicago and the Moorish Americans, and uh, yeah, just a lot of weird stuff. Um, so what she's saying, I wouldn't doubt that at all. Uh, I don't know.
Now, cross verify that, but take what you want, leave what you don't. Listen to the rest of
Kind of like a sovereign nation, just like a reservation, or Washington D.C. is not a part of the United States. Also, when I was in Fort Knox, they had a Potter's House, which is the name of T.D. Jakes' church, the Potter's House or whatever. They had one in Fort Knox. That's where all the gold is supposed to be, actually. Yeah, like right there. So I don't know, man. It's some weird stuff. It is some weird stuff. I mean, that's why they don't want people traveling, man, because a lot of the riddles and puzzles and things we're not supposed to know, You will figure out just by traveling and seeing different things. Yeah, it's easy to explain and also hard to explain at the same time. Especially when you're a person that has a knack for seeing what's not supposed to be seen. When you're one of these people like I am, and I hate to self-proclaim that, but whatever. And you travel, you see a lot of stuff. This is why they don't. That's one of the reasons they don't want people traveling. Also, they don't want people communicating with people that live in different regions because, I mean, who am I talking to? You know what I mean?
He has to explain in the video.
There is a family. Their name is the Bass family. The Bass family is worth over $10.4 billion. They're also major stockholders in Disney. They are like company owning massive stockhold shares in Disney. They're also partnered with Balenciaga. They own law enforcement. They own the judges. They own every elected official in the state of Texas. And they are a Masonic family who is involved in horrific crimes.
Speaking of that, Google, their symbols, the M, that's a Masonic apron, and then the G, of course, that's Masonic. And yeah. I mean, what more is there to say about Google and YouTube? We have serious problems. Once again, nobody wants to address the real problems. They want to just, focus on all these small things and targeting individuals and all this and that. We know. I mean, it's not hard to find the problems in this country. It's not hard to find a lot of problems in this country, major problems, but nobody addresses the real problems.
You understand that. This family is the of Texas. This family is running a trafficking cartel through the state of Texas. They are running it with judges. They are running it with sheriffs. They are running it with other elected officials.
Yep.
If you become an officer
No doubt.
for the Tarrant
It's
County
nationwide.
Sheriff's Department,
It's nationwide.
you are required to go to dinner with this family, with members of this family. You have to pledge your allegiance to this family, not to the United States. I couldn't figure out how all these elected officials were breaching their oath of office, and now I know why. Because the Bass family owns them. Bass is the new... I cannot say it loud enough. If I die, this family is worth billions of dollars. This family owns a huge portion of Disney. I'm sorry, I am like freaking out. I have sat on this information for a while, and I don't think I'm ever going to see my children again. So let's expose the whole truth. It is not elected